going to hand over the mic to Blue Marble Company President, Patrick Cunningham, for some opening remarks.
Thank you, David. Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone for joining with us today. We're very lucky to be able to do a virtual conference, a virtual user conference, and we're always very excited to be able to do something like this. And of course, it couldn't be more appropriate given the current circumstances that we're facing today. To say that we are in uncharted and unprecedented territory is not an understatement. It's been a crazy couple of weeks here for us in the U.S. And obviously for the United States, it's been a crazy couple of weeks, but around the world, it has been a crazy month or even a year for many of our customers. We have users in every country in the world, and we have heard from them. We hear from them all the time, every day. We've certainly heard from them during the crisis, whether they're in South Korea, Japan, China, Germany, or Italy, any country you can think of. We have virtually resellers in almost every country, it seems, and we hear from them very often. We also hear from our customers who have been fighting against the outbreak, and we just want to say that we at Blue Marble, we are here and we will remain here to help in the fight. As I have often said over my career, it's, though I do enjoy the work I do not really, I've always felt like, well, we don't really do much in the way to help society in our day-to-day work, not in the way that a nurse or a doctor or a firefighter or police officer does. But I can honestly say now, I think the crisis is changing that a little bit. First and foremost, GIS is and will play a critical role in mapping the outbreak of the virus, just as it did for the cholera outbreak in the mid-19th century in England, where we believe GIS got its start. It will do the same, and it is doing the same today. We have the technology, and you have the expertise to assist government and others with mapping the spread of the disease and mapping any other way they need. And I encourage you to volunteer those skills in any way you can think of with the efforts. I think that it is our time to shine. I also would say that, secondly, on a local level, whatever you can do, wherever you are in the world, where you've seen restaurants closing or the service industry closing, remember that you can help and find ways that you can help your neighbors. Find ways to assist those in need, maybe those who are not so lucky to work in the technical fields that might be out of work for a little while. Let's all show that we are a global yet local community that can work together to end this crisis as soon as possible. And I think we can all agree we would like a return to the normal humdrum way of life we may have taken for granted as soon as possible. I would like to add that Blue Marble is well equipped and prepared to deal with this outbreak from a technical and company perspective. All staff members are set up to work at home, eliminating the possibility of unnecessarily spreading the virus here at the workplace. Day-to-day operations will continue uninterrupted. Product development, technical support, sales and licensing support, all these things are moving on as they always do for us here at Blue Marble. Fortunately, we are a well-established company with a worldwide presence. We've been able to operate remotely in many other sort of natural disaster issues or things that we've had to deal with. So it's not a problem for us, and we're very fortunate for that. To that end, we're following the guidelines outlined by our state of Maine Center for Disease Control and Prevention, and we're paying attention to what the federal authorities are advising. So I just want you to rest assured that for Blue Marble, it actually is pretty close to business as usual, and you should see very little interruption or change in how we provide service. I think the only thing that we've asked is that if you do make a phone call into the office, you may find a little bit of delay. We do only have a skeleton crew coming into the office, but we're doing everything we can to make sure that we can get back to you, our customers, as soon as possible in a timely fashion, and I think we should have no problem with that. So, David has advanced to the next bullet here. A brief look back at 2019. If we can step back from everything that's going on outside, and let's take some time to focus on GIS and Global Mapper and Geographic Calculator and our whole suite of products, and get some education and take this opportunity to work on being better at what we do. So looking back at 2019, I'm very excited to talk about, just real quickly, some of the successes we had. We started 2019 with the release of Geographic Calculator, which had an updated geodetic data source and many workflow improvements, as we anticipate and look forward to actually assisting our customers with new cloud tools and the North American 2022 datum change. Version 20.1 of Global Mapper was released last winter. There we added a tool for zooming in on a path profile and working with LiDAR encroachment querying and many other features, of course. Last March, we hosted our first GeoTalks all-day conference, and it was a great success, and that's why we decided to do this again this year. It was just coincidental timing, everything that's going on. We released an update to Global Mapper SDK in the spring. One cool feature of that was we supported S52 marine charts, and of course all the features that came out in the 20.1 desktop version. We released our first versions of Global Mapper Mobile on the Innovative Geoint Application Provider Program, IGAP, which makes that special version of Global Mapper Mobile for iOS and Android available to DoD users and customers. That's the U.S. Department of Defense. And then we followed that on with updates to Geographic Calculator and the GeoCalc SDK in the summer. Global Mapper 21 was released in early fall and September with just a host of features and functions. It was such a major release. First on that list was our partnership and connection in the application to publishing to Mango Maps, which is an online mapping tool solution, a low-cost solution. They are a great partner. They too are able to operate virtually. So if you need online mapping, Mango Maps is available to you, and you can tie your Global Mapper workflow right into it with our extension. We also had our first release of the professional version of Global Mapper Mobile with additional features for streaming custom data sources and for enterprise-based licensing. That's available on iOS and Android. You can go check it out on the iStore or download it from the Play Store. And Global Mapper itself came with many features and updates, including improved labeling and vector layer assignment. And of course, we had many updates to our Pixels to Points drone imagery processing tool and our LiDAR tool, our LiDAR module. In the fall, late fall, Sam Knight, our Director of Product Management, spoke at a workshop on the North American datum change, the upcoming datum change. That was one of a few speaking engagements he did. We are looking to provide more information on that for our United States, our North American users, and we'll be giving a talk on that later today. And we also introduced in the fall a new academic lab for teaching the use of our Pixels to Points tool with their academic license. So that's working with drone and UAV collected imagery and processing it into a point cloud. We have a new academic lab available to our university users. And then, of course, most recently, with the turn of the new year, we released Global Mapper 21.1, the latest update, which I'm sure you're going to be hearing and seeing more on as the day progresses. So just a word on our plans for 2020. Obviously, immediately, some plans are a little bit delayed, on hold, but we are focused on very exciting news for us. We're opening, I should say, a Brunswick office focused as an R&D center and a place where we're going to expand and focus our software development and technical teams. Blue Marble has a lot of expertise, we think, around GIS, in particular with LiDAR and 3D data processing, and we want to take a step forward and focus on R&D and for our software and technology in a way that is less tied to every product release, but gives us something to build on for the future. So we're very excited to execute on those plans. The Brunswick office space is being built out right now, and we, though we will delay probably opening that a little bit, we will very soon have that office open. And with that, we are also taking steps to expand our team. We are hiring software developers, we are hiring QA and testing people. We have those jobs posted, and I'm going to say that if you're interested or you know somebody that's interested maybe in moving to a more rural location, but still doing technology, Blue Marble is a place to look at, and we're very happy to talk to you about that. You can reach out to us from our careers page. This year we will be, of course, releasing an update to Calculator very soon. Global Mapper Mobile will follow on after that. And of course, we'll have our major release of Global Mapper in the fall. Additionally, we're working very hard, and we're working with some of our key customers on our GeoCalc online registry, which is a web-hosted, a cloud-hosted version of the GeoCalc coordinate transformation library. That's already available. You can go to the Geodetic Registry right now and query it for definitions and do some research. We're expanding that offering in the cloud and working hard on that offering, and you should see new tools available over the course of the next couple of years. So the future of Blue Marble is bright. We're excited. We're always excited about what we're working on, and we're so excited to be able to talk to you about it today and to have customers and users from around the world present on the use of Blue Marble technology. As David said, we are going to roll out what we're calling GeoTalks Express, and this will be a shorter online user conference that we will do every few weeks. And the intent is to actually make it interactive, to give you a chance to ask some questions. We think that it's a great time to make our team available to you in a group chat, in a group setting online. So we're going to be rolling that out. You'll hear more about that in probably the next week. I'm also going to be tasking our technical team with making sure that we at least put up something on our website to provide access to approved data sources for working with the coronavirus outbreak, to give a resource page for our customers, and also potentially to make some online maps available. We want to do our part, but the easiest thing that we can do, what we're going to do, is to make sure that you customers that now have to work remotely, if it was unanticipated and you're not able to access your software, that you can do so. We are available to help you. If we have to make temporary licenses available, we will do that. We want to make sure that everybody is able to move forward successfully. And as I said in the beginning, Blue Marble is here, and we're here for you. So thank you for the time. Thank you, David. And I'll hand back the reins to you.